Hi, morning. I think July the 3rd. Welcome to Nelliyom Guitars. I've been working on this one yesterday. This is my take apart one. And as you can see, this is the system we have on the end here. What I've done yesterday, I've taken off, it had this sort of business on it. And it's been 2 years, but the carbon Kevlar has got a bit mashed with quite a few bashes. The one over there again got mashed. That was got run over by a moped. So this one here, what I've done is I've just put a standard of my railway track. If you buy the modern railway track, and I bought this from a store in Salisbury, which I used to use a lot, and I hope Declan, the owner of the store, is feeling better. And here we are. This is it. And it's I like the idea, as I've said before, I like the idea of the railway track, because of course most of this blues rock music, really its origins were in the poverty caused by the Wall Street crash in 1929, the Great Depression, and that was almost certainly caused by speculators. Not people, which is I think why in 1944 they had the attitude, they tried to change the attitude of people in the Bretton Woods World Economic Peace Treaty. And I think that there is a remark in that treaty. Do check it for yourselves. That is, any large movements of currency detrimental to the world economy should be outlawed. Everybody sort of agreed upon that in 1944. So anyway, so a lot of that music really that sort of made people millionaires in the 50s and 60s was actually sort of made up by people who are really basically in the United States, immigrants from the Midwest going to California and places like that. But thank goodness they didn't put up walls to stop them from getting there. Mind you, they had a pretty hard time riding the tracks as hobos. And I think they were called hobros because their hose were for working, and people were called a cat then, they did a sign of the cat, I think I remember even Jimi Hendrix, way back in the distant past, talking about, hey man, that cool cat. Well, I don't think I can do that accent very well. Anyway, he used to talk about cats. Jazz musicians used to talk about cats. If somebody was seen as a kind farmer on the way to the Midwest, the sign of the cat was put there, so that other people could offer work with their hose, and maybe they attach strings to them. So it's quite nice to think that blues music actually is very, very... It's a type of music that, when they play a guitar, you use the blues chords. Even if the guitar's a bit out of tune, it often sounds really cool. Anyway, so that's the idea with this system here. And also the idea of this guitar is that you can travel with it and carry it around everywhere and be reasonably strong. This isn't it could be better, this, but I like it. I like that, really. And you can see actually right through the guitar, which is also nice. But I should be taking more care. I leave them lying around, kick them over and think it's funny. And then this one, I've been attacking it with a very sharp instrument on the back. And it's a bit showing off really as to how strong the carbon fibre Kevlar is from marine wear I think they're in Eastleigh. And I as yet have no sponsorship deal from them. In fact, they probably won't even allow me in the shop, as standard of my carbon Kevlar work. Anyway, but always obey the instructions with epoxy resins making carbon fibre. Right, okay, so the plan is I've got to repair that one over there. I'm going to be putting this system here on. I think actually what I will do, I may even actually, I think it's going to be completely chopped off here. I've got enough room just to hack off the end of here. It means this will then become a hollow tube. It's not going to be quite so strong. Or I can go for this system. I'm not sure. Comment, let me know what you think. What system, if you can be bothered. Anyway, met a really very good musician on the way down to Bournemouth a couple of days. He picked up this guitar. It's a pity I didn't manage to he picked up and he went straight into the blues. I mean, it was a blues chord immediately that he did. The first chord he did, which is absolutely the best thing to do, because you know that if you do a blues chord, it's going to sound pretty good, even if the guitar's out of tune. So that was very nice of him to do it, and he taught me quite a bit about peace and love and all that, which is really great. Okay, and this one here, this one definitely, I think. Chop it off, this one, at the end here. I say definitely, but I like this. And then the further plan is that I may even put a carbon Kevlar bit on here. I've been trying that, and with my arm, I have found. But so watch this space. It may even, and then I have another idea for a sandbox, which will be the most original weird sandbox. It won't actually be a box, but it could be fun, I think, using these two bolts sticking out. Thanks very much. But this carbon, that's sort of getting near to what it should look like, remembering, of course, the more resin you put on the top of carbon fibre, the more it protects it and the nicer it looks. But actually, in fact, you are making your object heavier. Take care, have a good day. Namaste. Namaste. Ciao.